Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
Literally sweet.
Oh, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because Runza makes it all better.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
No matter the outcome of the game, this high five is brought to you by York and Party Electric, heating and cooling, your local York dealer in McCook. Whether the temp's 4th and long or 1st and goal, total comfort in your home or business is always a touchdown. Party Electric's foundation consists of efficient, reliable, and cost-effective electrical, heating, air conditioning, and indoor quality products from York. Party Electric, heating and cooling, proud to be your local York dealer in McCook. Give them a call at 345-1660. Find them on Facebook.
The Pre-Game Show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison, from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford Pregame continues here. Kicks 96.1, highplanesradio.net, or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Week 2, get a chance to talk now with head coach Joe Petrosky. And week 1 in the books, coach. It was a good one as we talked Saturday morning. Just a few thoughts on that, going back, watching film. 1-0, 34-7. Things really worked out for you.
Yeah, I had a chance to go back and look at the film and get a chance to watch it with the guys as well. And, you know, we did a lot of things really well. I mean, to come out 34-7, we did some really nice things, especially played a lot better in the second half. But obviously there's a lot of things to continue to improve on, so that's what the film sessions do for us, as well as the practice, and gives us a chance to go and get better.
Injury update to getting some kids back this week. How's it look for you?
Yeah, you know, this week Caden Jernigan took a shot to the shoulder last week, and he's going to be out for this week. That was determined, so unfortunately we won't have Caden this week. We're still optimistic that we're going to get him back down the road, but it's nothing structurally damaged. But there is still some concern that we just need to hold him out this week, which is good. We'll rest him up and hope to get him back in the future. But other than that, you know, it was a tough physical game. Obviously bumps and bruises, but guys were able to come away and get healed up.
First road game coming up, week 2, off to Gothenburg. I don't even think you in your playing days played at this field, did you?
No, this would have been, I think, maybe my freshman year we played, but definitely not JV or varsity level. And so, once again, it'll be a new opponent for us, a good opponent. You know, to be honest with you, we knew that was going to be a pretty evenly matched between them and Ogallala week 1. They had 6 turnovers in the game, which ultimately at the end was the deciding factor on why they weren't able to come out on top. But really nice football team, a lot of really good athletes that they have on their team, and they just play really hard on defense. If there's one thing that sticks out, you know, they bring a lot of pressure, they mix up the looks, and you can just tell that they really hang their hat on the defensive side of the ball and are looking to be disciplined on the offensive side.
Talking to Coach Hakey, they're really looking to get back and playing better football. He was not pleased. Too many turnovers in that one.
Yeah, just too many turnovers, and obviously they're the first ones to admit that. So they're going to look to clean that up, and they will be much better this week. It just didn't have things go their way last week as far as taking care of the ball. So they'll definitely focus on that this week. They'll get better. They'll be a much more disciplined team this week, which we have to be prepared for, especially going on the road. They'll be at home, we'll be on the road, and we just got to make sure that we don't let that become a facet or a distraction, that we just focus on going out there and executing the game plan we have in place.
As far as their offense is concerned, a little bit different what we saw from Cozad, or kind of similar? You
know, they run the double slot offense, which makes them multi-directional, I would say. They're able to go either way, right or left, at any given moment. It's a balanced offense, I guess you could say. And, you know, the Guykin kid's a really good athlete, and they're going to look to get him the ball as much as possible. Their offensive line plays extremely hard. And so, you know, when you play an offense like that that's so multi-directional, in that sense, you just got to be able to make sure you got everything covered up. They run a little bit of the option game, so assignments are at a premium as far as making sure everybody understands what their responsibilities are on every given play. So it would be a really good test. defensively for us, so it'll be a little bit different than what we saw against Cozad, but it'll most certainly, they got a lot of really nice players that really fit that suit of offense.
How about your offense against their defense?
You know, they're going to run a 3-3 stack. It's going to look a lot like what Cozad did, and so we've been preparing for these defenses over the past, the summer months and leading into the fall camp months. And so you got to do everything you can in practice to try to simulate the pressure package they're going to bring at you. And so for us, it's just going to make sure that we come down to the execution of the offense, the integrity of the plays that we're trying to run, and try to mix it up enough to keep them off balance. And, when you got a team that flies around like that, you got to try to mix in some things to try to keep them off balance.
For sure, not everything was roses. Watching that film, you go back, you got some things to work on, and hopefully that happened this week in practice. Yeah,
I think in the first half, as we talked about, we just gave up too many big plays. A lot of that came down to the tackling, which normally rears its head week one. We try not to let it, but it does. So once again, got back to heavily trying to tackle with, in our tackle circuits this week and different things that we do to try to make sure we shore those things up. I just felt like, after the first half, we kind of got out of our part of the field and started getting some better field position. That was a lot better for us. And so, the kids are continuing to work on their technique and fundamentals, and that's what our practice time is built around. And just more focusing on us. What are we doing to make sure we're ready for each and every opponent that we face?
All right. Best of luck. We'll get into win number 2.
Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.
And Coach Joe Petrosky talking Bison football. Back with more of the pregame starting lineups from Gothenburg next on KICX 96.1.
I know I need life insurance, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Does this sound familiar? Has life insurance fallen down to the bottom of your to-do list? Life can change in an instant. Life insurance can cover your what-ifs and add some peace of mind to your agenda.
Contact your Farm Bureau agent, Nick Wright, 222 West B Street in McCook to learn more today. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company. Securities and services offered through FBL Marketing Services, LLC. Affiliate Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments proudly serves Southwest Nebraska and Northwest Kansas through traditional funeral service, on-site cremation, pre-needs, and monuments. Stop by today and let our staff assist you. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, 305 West C Street in McCook.
In this ever-changing financial world we live in, there's one partner you can always count on. That's Horizon Bank, because we're here for you. We offer a full range of products and services to make your banking experience safe, convenient, and easy. Whether you use our online banking or mobile banking services, or stop by our branch at 312 West 1st in McCook, you'll receive the finest customer service from our helpful, knowledgeable banking staff. Remember, at Horizon Bank, we're here for you. Find us on horizonbankne.com or like us on Facebook. Horizon Bank, member FDIC.
Community Hospital wants you to know that not all sleep is equal. Restful sleep promotes physical and emotional health, while sleep apnea can be a risk factor for heart disease and high blood pressure. If poor sleep is keeping you from getting the rest you need, it's time to talk with your doctor to see if a sleep study is right for you. Our sleep center can help you achieve the healthy sleep you need. You deserve a good night's sleep. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
American-made appliances ready to work hard in your home. Find them at the headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. D&S carries a great lineup of name brand appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Quality American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana appliances wait for you at D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
Refreshing news! Vols Plumbing and Heating, your Carrier dealer in McCook, can keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. They can! Carrier's Infinity Series Central Air Conditioner with Green Speed Intelligence offers refined cooling, steady comfort, energy.
App as well. Sorry, Kyle. I forgot. I got to let the colors go off. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's take a quick break and we'll get back to more of a pregame kickoff coming up shortly. Bison football, KICX. Welcome back here to Gothenburg, Nebraska. It's Bison Football, KICX FM, McCook, HighPlainsRadio.net, or KICX app as well. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delavo, apologize about that. Did not let the colors go off the field. As getting ready for football here in about 6.5 minutes, as the Bison going back to the locker room. Do we have another lightning, or is it just they're just going back out there for the heck of it? How you doing, Kyle?
This is the weirdest night.
We had the weather delay. We left McCook and it rained cats and dogs, which was great. We get up here and the little cloud cover. I thought we're fine. Nothing's going to happen. But by gosh, lightning delayed it. We're going to kick off here at. Well, I guess we're not going to go until 7:20. So it's 7:08 now. So we got a little pregame we can talk about. Kyle, as the Bison on the road here to Gothenburg for the first time. Gosh, since the early 1990s. I mean, it's been that long since McCook has played Gothenburg here in their altogether, whether home or away.
The Jay Novacek era.
Jay was a Cowboy still. He was a heck of a tight end back then. There was some Novacek still around here, but anyway, it's been a while. Got a Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel going right now, streaming right now. Full force, and I'm ready for a good game tonight. Gothenburg coming in. They need a win. Bison want to go 2-0, don't they?
Absolutely. You know, we're just learning, Rich. Like, it's a new press box. We've never been here before. Never seen this field before. Everything is just a new learning experience for us.
Yep, and of course the Class C one schedule. That's a little bit different this year, Kyle. It's a little bit different. The Bison getting used to that a little bit. Next week we got Broken Bow, your old stomping grounds, coming to town next week.
Yeah, I got the Indians coming into town on homecoming. So the Buffalo versus the Indians, I guess.
Yeah.
So to speak, and hopefully the Bison are going to come out on top in this round. But yeah. Ton of fun. I'm excited to see Broken Bow in McCook. I don't know, has McCook and Broken Bow ever played?
Oh, football, I can't remember. Boy, I don't know.
Maybe in the playoffs?
Maybe in the playoffs back in the day, something like that. We got to do some research on that once again coming up for next week. But, yeah, we're looking forward to that. Bison kind of beat up a little bit, Kyle. We're going to wait and see who's going to play, who's not going to play tonight. Caden Jernigan's not going to play backup. Of course, tailback, he's out. He's in street clothes tonight. We got a couple of fullbacks who are kind of beat up a little bit with Leighton Border. He's suited up, and Alex Anthony kind of boogered up a little bit, but they're both suiting up. They both warmed up. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, both of those guys are tough as nails, and they may be a little bit dinged up, but they're not going to not play in this game because they're both just tough like that, and they want to play football. They love this game. They're seniors, and they're not going to want to miss any time that they don't have to.
What do you want to see out of McCook tonight in this one, the second game, first one on the road? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I want to see us play within ourselves. I want to see us come out in the first half and establish an offense right away. Just that offense that we had in the second half of last week's game, it really started to come around. We started to have that offensive identity that we didn't ever have, I felt like, last year. And we got that, and I would like to see us start the game with that. And, of course, Bison D is always tough. I rarely ever talk about the D because you just expect that they're going to be tough.
Exactly.
But that's what we want to see as well.
And they were tougher than nails, especially that third quarter last week. Boy, they came out after halftime and put the clamps on, 3 and out. The Bison scored in every possession, put the game away, and Cozad was done, managed to score that late touchdown in the fourth quarter, 34-7 the final in that one. We won a lot of Horizon Bank touchdowns. We had a fair share last week. We won a lot tonight, don't we?
Yeah, I just want to slam that thing all night long. I want to have that up on the screen on the YouTube feed over and over tonight, Rich.
Halftime, we'll get you caught up in other Bison sports, get conversations. Bison boys and girls cross country coach Tom Sugaru as his teams get ready to head to Cozad. They'll be over just away at Cozad for the invite tomorrow. And also Lady Bison softball coach Jason Cochran will join us. They have their own tournament at the JC Sports Complex tomorrow as well. So we'll hear from both those coaches coming up in our halftime. Let's give it starting lineups, first of all, for the Bison offense. Senior quarterback Adam Duggar, 6'1", 180, had a nice night running the ball, passing, had a nice touchdown completion to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. The fullbacks, we go with Leighton Borton, number 33, the senior, 5'9", 165. We'll see Alex Anthony, I'm sure. We possibly could see 89 Jackson Delavo maybe get a few snaps tonight, right?
I don't know. I mean, they can't be really serious about playing with fullback. They're going to let him wear 89, right?
What the heck, in this day and age, wear any number you want. But that's your fullback. Morton will start at fullback. The tailback is Jacob Gomez-Wilson, 5'7", 165, and a senior. The wideouts, Lucas Gomez-Wilson, 5'8", 165, we're number 13. Weston Walgren, 5'10", 150, and a senior. The tight ends, Garrett Capps, 6'1", 170. When they go double tight instead, bring Mitchell Cole in for that. They go double tight. The offensive line with, when they go double tight in, they bring in our second tight end. Mitchell's our starting tackle. I completely threw that on that one. We'll give it to the offensive line. I'll get my bearings straight here at the tackles. Number 50, junior Mitchell Cole, 6'2", 200. 66, Quentin Terry, 6'1", 210. And a sophomore, the two guards, Eli Kaler, 68, a senior, 5'11", 255. And Leighton Carpenter, 6'1", 200, and a junior. Keegan Reese, the junior center, 75, 5'9", 205. And I think the Bison won the toss, deferred to the second half, so we'll see the Bison defense get on the field first. Bison defense, go ahead and give that lineup with Cole and also Carper, the two defensive ends, Kaler and Ambrose Wynant, the two defensive tackles. Ambrose, number 56, senior, 5'10", 230. Linebackers, Anthony inside, number 44, 5'10", 185. Kenyon Hosick had a heck of a game last week. The junior, 5'8", 165. Garrett Capps outside, Adam Duggar outside. The corners, Hayden Norgard, 5'8", 155. Brett Fraker, 6', 175. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, the other corner, rotates in there, and Jacob Gomez-Wilson is the safety once again for the Bison defense. When Gothenburg, and they'll have the ball first. It looks like, Trey Stevens played a lot last week. Wes Geiken was their starter last year. Stevens played a lot last week. They were hurt by turnovers against Ogallala, lost 21-14. I saw Geiken take a lot of snaps and warm-ups, so they might make the switch back and go to Geiken as their starting quarterback. Sean Mites, they run the double slot. Double slot is just one step back. And Sean Mites, 6', 170. Jake Burge, the slot receiver. Cooper Kane, we'll hear his name. Brandon Anderson as well. Up front, they got a couple of returning starters, and senior Kai Jorgensen at a starting center, number 65, 6', 215. Zach Smith, the left guard, returning starter, 6', 220. Caleb Tamala, 6', 245, and a junior as a right guard. Tucker Keith, the right tackle's a returning starter, 6', 190. So we were mentioning, Kyle, you and I, with the warm-ups going on. They've got some size up front, don't they?
Yeah, they look pretty good, Rich, as far as, like I said, you don't know how these C1 teams are going to stack up compared to what we've seen them be, and they're a good-sized team, and so they're going to give us all we can handle up front. Our Bison are always tough in the trenches, even when they're outmanned. Just from my experience, the time that I've lived in McCook, they just always are tough in the trenches.
It's 80. The official temperature, Gothenburg, is 87 degrees, but it's 125 up here in the press box. I kid you not.
Only 125?
Oh my gosh, Kyle, we're just sweating like crazy up here.
The reason you can't remember the backup tight end is because your brain melted.
Yeah, it melted already. As Patrick Gross will kick it off, kick into the east, and a high kick, and it's going to go at the 1 yard line. I think he was in the end zone, and he was. Yeah, he had a foot in the end zone. That was 22 Trey Russell that time. So Gothenburg will start first and 10. One of the return couldn't quite keep that foot of the end zone to be first and 10 at the 20. And the Bison defense to work. See what they can get after it once again with didn't blitz a lot really last week. Didn't really have to. Watching on our KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. Twin receivers right. Twins the far side, run that double slot, little option look, and belly that fullback. Mites gets the first carry for maybe two. Eli Kaler in the area, Alex Anthony up for run support as well. We'll give him a gain of about 2 yards, bring up 2nd and 8.
75, Caleb Tamala, offensive lineman, junior offensive lineman for Gothenburg. He looks the part, Rich.
They got some size.
Yeah, they do.
No question about it. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Trey Stevens as Geiken is quarterback. He's a receiver to the far side of the field. Got trips right, 4 wide look, shotgun set with Mines to the left. Inside give, a little opening, across the 25, 26, almost to a first down, 27-yard line, 28-yard line actually. As nice inside give to the fullback.
Just kept those legs churning, Rich. And
it'll be 3rd and short right here. As the Swedes try to get their ground game going a little bit more. Again, talking to Coach, you heard it, Coach Greg Hickey in the pregame. Turnovers just killed us. They had opportunity. Only lost by a touchdown. He says we cut the turnovers out, we probably win the game. Come out with 4 wide look once again to center, and Geiken's going to hold it, and he won't get the first down. Great job on filling that time inside from McCook. Kenyon Hosick. Yeah, and Garrett and Kenyon Hosick filled that gap again, and They're going to say no gain, no loss in the play. Bring up 4th and short. If you're Gothenburg, to go on 4th and short, shy of your own 30?
No way. I mean, it looks like they're going to. I mean, I don't get paid to coach, but that's crazy.
Nice job of the Bison interior. The linebackers really filled the gaps as well. They're coming up the line of scrimmage. Double slide in there, really kind of for the first time. And it's straight ahead. It's Geiken. He got the first down. And just got that first down. Got hit hard, but he made the first down about the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Gothenburg Swedes.
I think they hurt us a little bit, Rich, on that previous play. You said no gain, no loss. It looked to me like they tackled him in the backfield for a loss on that play. So, line back up and only have a yard to go. I guess we'll see what happens now.
That's forward progress sometimes the offense gets every now and then. Double slot look. Mainz behind Geiken, who's under center. Got a motion man to the far side on the toss pitch. Barge, first carry, spins his way. Across the 132, still on his feet. Made about the 35-yard line and picked up about 5 yards in the play. Bison couldn't wrap him up. And bring up 2nd and 5.
That good little play on first down. They take 5 yards on first down all night long.
This is kind of the old Jeff Gross offense back in the day when he first came here. The slots and you run, you get a little motion, you get an option look, and you got your fullback, you got your tailback a little bit. So, yeah, a little bit of a look back. And Coach Gross started back in the late 90s. 2nd and 5, just under the 10-minute mark. No score here of Gothenburg and McCook on KICX 96.1 or KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. The quarterback is Geiken, and will go inside give, and a nice hole. Got a couple of yards that time. The fullback, Jackson Dom, got a carry that time. Young sophomore fullback to about the 38-yard line. Give him a gain of a couple. Bring up 3rd and short.
It's got to be related to Drew somehow, I'm guessing.
There's a lot of Doms around western Nebraska, that's for sure. But we'll talk. We had Drew in our pregame. He's getting ready
for big game tomorrow.
Big game. Once again, starting...
Stand-up defensive end.
Stand-up defensive end. No question about it. Gothenburg on 3rd and 2 at their own 38-yard line, trying to keep this drive going. Shotgun set for Geiken. Trips right. Stevens wide on the far side. Ball on the far side hash. Got to fake the give. Option play, and Geiken pays for it. Should have gave it off that time. The Bison read it well. And that was at Kenyon Hosick, the outside linebacker, one of the backers on the far side. Read it well. I think I saw 4 there first. It's going to be a loss to play. 4th and a short 4 in the play. They'll punt this ball away.
Yep. And get our first look at Lucas Gomez-Wilson and see what he can do. He's got a little shake and bake back there.
Exactly. Trey Stevens is going to be the kicker, the punter, I should say, back at his own 21, 22-yard line. So the Bison get a stop, allow first down or 2, and nothing else. So you can get a good return. Good snap, not a lot of pressure. Not a deep kick, and running up with Lucas at about the 35 and buried about the 40-yard line. Almost overran it, to be honest with you. He almost coming up like a center fielder for trying to catch a fly ball and almost overran it a little bit. But it's good field position for McCook. 1st and 10 for the Bison, their first series of downs at their own 40-yard line.
And let's get this offense cooking, Rich.
I agree. Let's get that running game, set up the play action, and see what happens for the Bison once again here on the first series of downs. Sultry night here at Gothenburg. Game always had a late start because of a weather delay once again here at Gothenburg. Bison come out. Got a late, right? Got two tight ends? Yeah, 2 tight ends. Twins the far side. Motion man is Leighton Bortner. Trips the far side. Empty backfield. Duggar's going to throw. We're going to run. Design run and add him to about the 45, 46-yard line. A gain of 6 as they put everybody, all the receivers in the back out of the backfield with blocking assignments that time. Picked up 6 yards.
I see Adam run the ball. I'm guessing double digits tonight, Rich. What do you think?
Could happen. Could happen. Ball on the far side hash, 46-yard line. Bison give him 5 in the play, actually, 2nd and 5. 7:24 left first quarter, no score. Jacob Gomez-Wilson right near that Gothenburg sideline. The far side got Twins here left. Shotgun set for Duggar. Looking to throw. Screen out here to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Got 2 maroon shirts. He shakes off both of them. Dives his way ahead and picked up. Look, he made something out of nothing that time, Kyle. Looked like it was going to be a no gain or maybe a loss, but he shook a couple of defenders off to almost midfield to bring up 3rd and 1.
I didn't think there was any way he was going anywhere on that, Rich. He was bottled up immediately, and he did all that on his own.
Yep. 3rd and short for the Bison. Gomez-Wilson to the far side. Lucas, that's him in the slot. Kenyon Hosick split far to the right in the eye. On 3rd and 1, just shy of midfield. Toss pitch, Jacob Gomez-Wilson trying to bounce it outside, cut it back inside. He's got a first down and still a little bit more. Sling ahead to about the 44-yard line. Just keeps the feet chopping, keep him moving, finds a hole someplace, picked up an extra 6, 7, almost 7 yards, and the Bison moved the chains.
Yeah, this was a really patient run, Rich. He just took his time and let it develop in front of him, and when it did, he had good yardage.
Full night of high school football on our High Plains radio station. Mark Searcy down in Cambridge for Pleasant and in Cambridge. He's got a good one tomorrow in D2. Sandhills, Thetford, and Hitchcock County over in Trenton. Bicycle trips right. One wide out to the left is Caps here near side. Lucas Gomez-Wilson in the emotion man as Duggar will throw on first down. Down the middle of the field. He's got a wide open downfield. Jacob Gomez-Wilson on the right. Hash mark wide open. Nobody covered. Overthrown by about 2 or 3 yards. Dang it.
That was there for sure, Rich. Adam's going to wish he had that one back when he sees the film.
Was that? I think it was Lucas Gomez-Wilson was the receiver going up the left side, and they were keying on him, left Jacob wide open on the far side and missed assignment and just about had 6 that time.
Really close, Rich.
Bison come up with 2nd and 10 at the Gothenburg 44-yard line. Got trips near side, Duggar shotgun set, motion man on the near side. And they'll go right side. This time with some blockers in front. Adam, good move. 40, down inside the 40, about the 36-yard line. Used his block that time. Set up his defense and picked up a nice gain just shy of the 40-yard line. Bring up 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and a long 2 and a short 3. Canyon Hosick brings the play from Bison coaching staff and assistant coach Matt Berry. Calling those plays. We're up in the booth. We've got assistant coach Jeremy Young and assistant coach Ben Petrosky next to us. On 3rd and 2 for the Bison. No score. Run the option. Going to be Leighton Bortner. First down, a little bit more across the 25, 22-yard line. Nice job of the dive. Fullback straight ahead. Leighton's first carry of the night. And the Bison move the chains 1st and 10.
He may be banged up, but he looked pretty good on that play, Rich.
Yep. Talked to mom and dad a little bit before the game. They knew their son was going to play. Probably didn't want him to play, but it's like, how can you keep a kid that loves the game of football? And if I can stand up and I can walk and I can run a little bit, I'm going to try to play. In the I-Pro set, Gomez-Wilson and also Bortner behind Duggar under center. Patrick Rose, the wide receiver to the left. Isolation, Gomez-Wilson. Big hole, nice hole, 15-10. Down to the 5 and down to about the 2-yard line. 1st and goal from McCook and a nice gain of about 25 yards for Gomez-Wilson. ISO straight up the gut. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, clothesline tackle on that. I was a little bit. There's not really a penalty for that, but it looks ugly. What a great run, Rich. The hole was there. All he did was just push through it and had 25 yards in front of him.
Bison come out their I-Pro set. Again, receivers both sides. Bortner and Gomez-Wilson behind Duggar under center and 1st and actually, I thought about the 7-yard line. I'm on an angle, so I'm about the 7 instead of the 2. Sorry about that. It's Leighton Bortner maybe diving his way at about the 2-yard line. It'll be bring up 2nd and goal. My hips are going to be out of place by the end of the night, and my neck's going to be wrenching because up here in the press box, it's a little tough to see the angle. To about the 3-yard line, 2nd and 3.
I think it's an old Toyota Tercel window that we're looking through right here.
It feels like you're in a duck blind up here. I asked Assistant Coach Jeremy Young if you brought plenty of ammo for this one tonight. They go power set, 2 tight ends on 2nd and 3. They can't get a first down without scoring. It's Gomez-Wilson with its isolation. Jacob into the end zone for its Bison touchdown. Horizon Bank touchdown number 1. 3-yard run by Jacob Gomez-Wilson, the Bison. That was a nice drive after getting the ball on a nice, good field position, 60-yard drive.
That's exactly what I wanted to see, Rich. That's what we saw at the end of the game last week. The Bison just moving the ball really well. Runs, passes, kind of a little bit of everything working for him on that series, Rich.
Patrick Gross for the extra point. Canyon Hosick will hold it. Snaps good, holds good, kicks on the way, and it is on the money. It's a 7-0 ball game. We're back with the Bison kickoff coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1.
Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau, 7-0 Bison lead, a 60-yard drive. The Bison defense gave up a little bit, but not a lot. And nice job of the offense coming through in the first drive there, Kyle.
Yeah, what a great drive, Rich. Like we said, some running, some passing. They did a little bit of everything, and everybody did their job. One overthrown pass. Other than that, everything pretty much worked on that series, Rich.
Got to tell Bradley Gillen that our KICX YouTube channel is working, big guy. You need to get your phone working on the kickoff. And it's bobbled and then goes into the end zone. I know it was touch, but anyway, it goes in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback again. Bradley says it's not run, but it's running. It's running, big guy. It's running. I just checked it. Here we go. Gothenburg with their second series. Once again, 4:09 left first quarter. It's Bison 7-0 late score update brought to you by, once again, M&B Bank. On this series, looking out there, McCook, see if they substitute anyway. Yeah, I see Keegan Reese out there at a D tackle. Also, I see, I think that's the only sub up front for McCook. Shotgun set for Geiken. Motion man, run the option. Geiken on a toss pitch. And nice read, Bison job. Nice job, Anthony slowed him up first, and Jacob Gomez-Wilson was there second. It's going to be no gain, and probably this got to be a loss in the play. At least a couple of yards, you would think. It's going to be second and long.
Looks to me like, yeah, they lost a half a yard, Rich. They gave him a lot more forward progress than what I thought he got, but a little chippiness there between Jacob Gomez-Wilson and number 22 after the play, so be interested to see how that develops.
They said no gain, no loss in the play. 2nd and 10. Twins far side, 3 wide look. Geiken looking for fade on the far side. Receiver kind of beat the defender, got a late flag. It's going to be against McCook on I think a pass interference, but a good catch by Trey Stevens near the far side of the field on a fade route, one-on-one down the field that time for McCook. Brett Fraker on the coverage. I think the penalty, they'll decline this.
Right, it'll either be the catch or the penalty,
exactly,
but not
right.
both, right?
Yep, exactly right. So be a pass interference call and decline, and Gothenburg is with their first big play of the game near midfield.
Stream's running at the Delaveau house, Bradley Gillen. Jody says.
You know, he has trouble every now and then with his...
He's a new grandpa. Everything's probably just going a little slow for him right now.
He's had a lot on his mind lately. Wonder if he's changed any poopy diapers lately, you think?
Not Brad.
No, stays away from that one. It's 1st and 10 Gothenburg. The chain guys are late getting. You better wait till the chain guys get set up. Our chain guys would never be this slow.
No,
never.
Not a chance.
Those guys would be set up immediately.
The retired ones would have been set up by now.
You said it, I didn't. As Geiken under center, motion man, the run, the slide in motion, and ice on the little toss, and nice job of McCook stopping that. Just about a gain of 1 that play, as it was Jake Burge, one of their 2 wings, and a double wing look that got the give. A gain of 2 right at midfield, just shy of midfield. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
It's not going to be very long before this team's going to be one-dimensional, Rich, because they just can't. I mean, we see this happen week in and week out. People just can't run on the Bison. We're sound. Our linebackers play great football, and so.
Coming up under 3 minutes left, first quarter. It's Bison 7, Gothenburg 0. Score updates brought to you by M&B Bank. As Gothenburg comes to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and long. Split back look for the first time. Guy can play action. Looking. Right side. Fade route. Got a receiver open. Caught. 25-20. And down inside the 15, about the 13-yard line. Nice job. It was good separation that time by 21, Jake Burge this time. We've called his name a lot. He got a little separation from Jacob Gomez-Wilson that time. And Geiken hit it on the money. And Gothenburg with 2 big pass plays in this drive. They're inside the 25, about the 23-yard line.
Geiken throws a pretty nice ball, Rich, from what I've seen.
Yeah, no question. Actually, 13-yard line. They don't have the numbers on the field, which is screwing me up big time. I got to look at the markers on the sideline here. Split back look, 1st and 10 Swedes at the Bison 13. Clock running, approaching 2 minutes left first quarter. Run the option far side, straight give. This time to Jackson Dom. And it was Leighton Carpenter hit him first. Anthony in the area as well. It's going to be a gain of just a couple as they watch the marker on the sidelines. About the 10-yard line. Picked up 3 just inside the 10. We'll call it 2nd and about 7. See the Bison defense get ugly here and get a stop.
I guess if the one dimension you're using is working, it doesn't matter if you're one dimensional.
You had to open your mouth, didn't you, Kyle?
I did, sorry.
Guykin under center, a split back look once again, option left side. Guykin's going to keep it himself, followed his blocker, dives away ahead about the 5, it looks like. It's going to be short of the first down, but they're awfully close. Just runs a little option far side. He followed the blocker right through and gained some good yardage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Swade's trying to tie this ball game up here in the first quarter. A minute 22 left on a hot night here at Gothenburg High School. Again, got the lights on. Again, we're starting a little bit late. We had the weather delay. The weather delay was before 6 o'clock. And, of course, you got to have, it's 30-minute delay. I don't think it was quite 30 minutes, but they did have a delay. The double wing look once again, one setback, and motion man is Burge. Burge on the toss, going left side. Found a hole, and he sneaks in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run from Jake Burge, one of their senior wingbacks in this offense, and Gothenburg on their second series, Kyle, gets on the board for the first time.
Yeah, they look good on that series, Rich. Had a couple big pass plays, probably, 70 yards passing on that series, right in that neighborhood. And
trying to tie the ball game up on the extra point is coming up here shortly from Trey Stevens. Stevens a little bit of everything as the T is late getting out. Hate when that happens. Actually, we got a new kicker. It's not Stevens. It's going to be kicking this time 22. Trey Roselle will kick it instead of Stevens for the extra point to tie it up. Snap good, holds good, kicks on the way low. Boy, just barely got on the crossbar, and it's a tie ball game at 7 apiece. 7 apiece. Kickoff is coming up shortly. Bison football, Kicks 96-1. Richard Kyle back here at Gothenburg High School. 7-7 ball game. Swedes making it a game, Kyle, here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great offensive series for the Swedes. I opened my mouth and talked about them being one-dimensional, and they threw for about 70 yards on that series.
This place is bugged around here, isn't it? Yeah, it's bugged, and those coaches and whoever can hear everything we say up here.
Look, if they need me to help them with their offensive game planning, they're in real trouble, I'll tell you that much.
But a couple of big plays. That big one to Burge deep down here to get inside the 20-yard line, and they eventually score on the touchdown run by Burge. And here we go. It's Roselle will kick it off from the 40. Ready to go. 7-7, under a minute left here. 7-7 ball game. Kick's going to be a pooch kick, and McCook picks on the fly. 35, Alex Anthony 40, and Alex to about the 43-yard line. So we don't want any part of your speed in the deep, but you're giving McCook 1st and 10 at the 43. Coach Petrosky and company will take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I think if I'm right, Rich, you said last week that we might see a lot of teams this year choose not to kick it deep, and it's exactly what happened right there. It does have to be a little scary. We got a lot of speedy options.
No question, yeah, but you're willing to, I guess, let your defense set up at their 43. Bison come out, I-Pro set. Gomez Wilson and Leighton Bortner behind Adam Duggar. Receivers both sides. I got Patrick Gross here near side, left side against a 3-man front. And straight isolation, Gomez Wilson. Boy, it looked like the hole was there, and it really shut down in a hurry. Nice play, 28, Caden Neals. Sophomore linebacker who I don't think he was in the starting lineup for him, to be honest with you. Yeah, he was. He was in one of the outside backers along with Dom and Mites. And a nice play at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 and brings up 2nd and 9.
Tell you one thing, Rich. This team, this is a young team. They're gonna get better and better because they've got a lot of youth on the field.
Twins far side from McCook, ball on the near side hash. Lucas Gomez-Wilson the slot, shotgun set. Duggar will send Jacob Gomez-Wilson out in the motion and out in the flat. Jacob, great pass, great catch and a high pass by Duggar that time to about the 49-yard line. Picked up 5 yards and reached up and stretched those arms out. It's going to bring up third at about 4 right here for the Bison.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing that he caught that, too, because there were a couple defenders kind of right behind that would have been in the vicinity had he not made that catch. Really good catch, and it's the end of the first quarter, Rich. That's crazy. It went fast.
7-7 ball game, quarter number 2 here from Gothenburg next on KICX 96.1. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg, Nebraska, KICX, highplanesradio.net, also the KICX app as well. KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. You've got comments. Folks can make comments along the way if they want. Tell us where you're listening from or watching from. We usually have a ton of people around Nebraska and around the state, so let us know.
They had a lot of out-of-state watchers last year. If you got family and fans out of state, make sure that they get the opportunity to watch the stream and see nieces and nephews and grandsons and all of that playing on right here on YouTube. So it's crazy what you can do with technology, Rich.
Yep, exactly right. Of course, this is a brand new football game for McCook, but boy, we've had some exciting track and field meets here in the past. No question about it. Zorn relays, Zorn invite, districts back in the past were here, and they have a great track facility here. Bison start the second quarter, 3rd and 5, just shy of midfield. iPro set again, Duggar under center. They run that 3-3 with the 2 outside backers. Isolation, Jacob Gomez-Wilson went right, went left, and dove way ahead, and he kept that knee off the ground. It's going to be a Bison first down by about a yard. So how about that on 3rd and 5? Just run it right at him.
Yeah, I think that's going to be there all night, Rich. I just think that we play better up front than they do. I think that's they haven't really shut us down on our inside run game at all yet.
Receivers once again for the Bison on this 1st and 10. Gomez-Wilson in the slot far side. Jacob, that is. Got Lucas here near side. Duggar in the shotgun set. A little sprint option. Nope, going to throw it and overthrew. Jacob Gomez-Wilson about the 40-yard line. Looked like it was going to be a run play, and then he threw it on the run, and Jacob about the 40-yard line way over his head, and it brings up 2nd and 10.
I always think that looks like a tough throw, Rich. Got to be on the run. He was moving pretty much full speed, and then got to try to get the ball out there. Just a little overthrown on that.
I know it's only the 2nd game of the season, but the way we watched their play set up, I thought for sure that was a run all the way.
Yep.
We've watched Adam do it before. 2nd and 10 for the Bison. A 3-wide look. Twins far side. Jacob Gomez-Wilson here to the right. Duggar shotgun, bobble the snap, and better get on top of it. He finally does about the 47-yard line. High snap that time, and just couldn't quite grab it. Bobbled it, jumped on top of it. It's going to be a loss in the play for McCook back at the 47-yard line. This is going to bring up 3rd and a bunch. 3rd and about 17 now.
Really dodged a bullet on that, Rich. Adam did a great job of just getting on that ball. Obviously learned some lessons from week 1. Last week he tried to pick up a ball like that, and we had a big turnover, and tonight he just hopped on it, did a great job saving us the turnover right there.
Bison 3-wide look once again, ball on the near side hash, needs 17 for the first down. Duggar will throw, good pocket, far side of the field, and he threw it a little bit wide of Lucas Gomez-Wilson. So the Bison had something going there, a little bit offensively, but the bobble snap kind of hurt a little bit. 4th and long, and they'll punt it away for the first time. Canyon Hosick punted 1 time last week against Kozak.
It was a boomer.
It was a good one, yeah, no question about it. Burge and also Roselle back deep for the Swedes at about their 10-yard line. As Canyon about his own 34-yard line. His mom, I know, Canyon's mom pumped up for Oklahoma Sooner football tomorrow. Good high kick. And no fair catch called. He got to take on the fly and returned about the 21, 22, 23-yard line. That was Jake Burge. Boy, Burge does a lot. Return guy.
Yeah.
Offense, defense as well. Swedes get it for the third time. And 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Bison football tonight brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Agent Nick Wright, Devaney Motors, Hot Tub Brokers, Community Hospital, Vols Plumbing and Heating, and Pinnacle Bank. Swedes try to break this tie, 7-7 ball game with 10:41 left second quarter. Trey Stevens, a wideout near side. The receivers both sides, double wing look, one setback, and run some motion. Geiken, and go nowhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go. Bison filled nicely. That's got to be a loss of it. We'll give them at least a yard loss and bring up 2nd and 11. Bison up front doing some good things as on this series. Looks like that. Kaler's in there still. I think we got our 4 in there. Carpenter, yeah. Mitchell
Starters.
Coleman. Yep, starters still in there.
Carpenter, Wyneth, Kaler.
Yep. And Mitchell Cole.
Yep.
It's 2nd and 11 at the 21 for the Swedes. Double wing look, one setback, receivers both sides. Ball near the far side hash. Guy can play action, little pop pass, tied in, and throw behind him. It wasn't tied in, it was a slot receiver, but I'm so used to seeing a tight end pop pass. He was looking for Burge. If that ball is on the money, he might be gone the entire way. Could have been.
Yeah, there was a lot of green in front of him, just a little bit behind him.
Yep.
That's a little better pass. That's a scary play right there, Rich.
So used to seeing the Bison teams run that play with their tight ends and have a ton of success over the years. So it's a big 3rd and 11 now for the Gothenburg offense. Bison defense shut the door and get this ball right back. 7-7 ball game. 4 wide look. Trips to the right. Near side. One step back. And Geiken shotgun set against the Bison 4-man front. Geiken rolls the pocket. Still looking downfield. Got a receiver. Open. Burge midfield. 45-40. And down about the 25-yard line as Duggar makes the tackle. As again, the receiver got behind the defense again. And Geiken kind of lofted it up there, caught the ball, big play again.
Yeah, I don't know if Adam got his feet tangled up or what happened there, but he was beat and Burge was open. That's, 2 pass plays in a row where they're just behind us.
So a 3rd and 11 conversion, big play that time for the Gothenburg offense. They're in business again at the Bison 30-yard line. Geiken goes shotgun set, trips to the right. As Geiken looks, got to get some pressure on. Pass going to be complete. Nope, dropped or punched away at the last second. Garrett Capps, the linebacker over there, just the receiver on the far side. That was Evan Johnson. Looked like he was going to have it. Punched it away, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Great coverage by Garrett on that play, Rich.
Bison faithful right in front of us. Pretty good crowd on hand for the Bison tonight. Gothenburg fans on the far side. 9:25 second quarter, tie ball game at 7-7.
They're taking forever, Rich.
Need that play clock. Dang it, need the play clock. We're used to that at home. But they've got to be that center field officials got to be keeping time. Not moving to those arms yet. Geiken he'll go back shotgun set. They'll shift receivers right to left. Trips left. On 2nd and 10. Geiken going to run option to far side. Sprint option. Has some room. 25. Down to about the 21. Maybe made the 20 that time. The tackle made on the far side. Former Cook Hayden Norgard, the corner on the far side. But still picked up nice yardage. He's close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and about 8 inches, Rich.
Yeah. Brought the receivers left. Ran right. And little sprint option. Brings up 3rd and short.
Had a lot of room in front of him on that play, Rich.
Ball on the far side hash. Geiken goes under center this time, maybe on 3rd and short. He snuck it once already. And run inside give. The fullback's got some room. And about the 15, maybe the 14-yard line, they run Evan Johnson again. That's a freshman running back right there for some key plays. And Gothenburg moves the chains again. The Bison defense, last couple of times, looking iffy here.
Yeah, not your typically stout Bison defense.
Second, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Swedes. They'll mark it at about the 14-yard line. Trey Stevens, the wide out on the near side. Cooper Kane to the far side. A double wing look. Motion man is Trey Roselle to run a little misdirection. Come back this way, Burge, and up into that time by Garrett Capps, their linebacker on this side. They're going to give him a gain of 2 on the play, bring up 2nd and 8.
Seemed like there was maybe a little over pursuit. We had that kind of bottled up in the backfield, and then Capps able to wrap it up with only a gain of 2. Good play.
Clock running 8-12, been a pretty quick first half. We have not had many flags at all, which is good. Bison need a stop here, 2nd and 8 at their own 11-yard line. Gothenburg on the move. We're tied at 7, and Gothenburg's going to call timeout. Coach Hankey wants to talk about it. 7-7 ball game. Back to Gothenburg after the break. It's Bison football, KICX. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg. Happy Labor Day weekend to all. Big plans? Me? Nothing. No, I'm not doing a heck of a lot.
I'm working.
You're working?
Sunday.
Okay, well, of course.
Always working.
Always work Sunday. Of course you do. Anyway, got a lot going on back in town. Boy, they had the MCC volleyball tournament kicking off over the Graf Event Center. Tonight and tomorrow, we've got a big softball tournament that McCook will be hosting tomorrow, the JC Sports Complex. We'll hear from head coach Jason Cochran at halftime. Busy start to the Labor Day weekend.
A lot of buses in town, Rich.
Oh, without a doubt, yes.
Really good for McCook.
Mm-hmm. Just under the 8-minute mark here. Second quarter, tie ball game at 7-7. First time out taken by Gothenburg. 2nd and 8 of the Bison 11. Geiken under center. Play action, looking right, looking across the middle, and Trey Stevens on a crossing route touchdown from 11 yards out, and the Swedes got the lead for the first time.
First time the Bison have been down this season, Rich. We'll see how they respond here. There was a bit hard on that play action.
So once again, the touchdown pass from Wes Geiken, once again, to Trey Stevens, the 2 quarterback. Stevens played some quarterback last week, and Geiken, they switched him back this week, I should say. It's Trey Roselle on for the extra point to make it a 14-7. Gothenburg lead, snaps good. Hold's going to be barely got over the crossbar last time, and this time's a little higher. 14-7 Gothenburg. The kickoff is coming up shortly. Bison football, KICX. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg. As Kyle said earlier, right before we went to break, the first time McCook's been down this year, trailing 14-7. Nice play set up that time. Crossing route, Trey Stevens with he's got to be, what do they have Stevens listed at?
6'2", maybe?
He's got to be 6'2", 6'3", big wide receivers, lanky, and crossed the middle and caught it for the touchdown. Trey Roselle, see if he pooch kicks it again. Kind of, sort of, yes. Caught on the fly, 30, 35, 40. Nice run back again, 42-yard line. Who is that? For McCook. I couldn't.
Weston Walgren on that play, Rich.
Weston with some great speed. Nice job by the senior. And the Bison start again for their every series, pretty much. We've started 40-yard line.
Yep.
Or better.
Fantastic field position. We got to do something with it now.
Exactly. 7:51 left, second quarter, 14-7 Gothenburg. Bison have all 3 timeouts if they need them. Ball on the far side hash. Bortner and Jacob Gomez-Wilson, I-Pro set behind Adam Duggar. A 3-man front for Gothenburg. 3-3 look, and the run option near side. Bortner, good room. Nice job, Leighton, for about 7-8 yards on the option here near side, about the 48-yard line. Run it straight ahead, right between the tackles, brings up 2nd and 2.
Good read by Adam there, Rich. You know what I can't figure out, what's silly to me, is that Geiken kid wasn't playing quarterback last week. He looks good.
Yeah, well, I think we were talking with some Bison coaches. They thought he should have been in there sooner last week. It's going to bring us 2nd and 4. I add a few more yards. I-Pro set once again, hot toss, but Jacob Gomez-Wilson, midfield, shifts a little bit, goes left. First down, 45, still on his feet. Jacob across the 40 by the 39, and a hard run that time of at least, 13 yards, give or take a few once in for the senior tailback, and the Bison move the chains.
Tell you what, Rich, he is fun to watch when he's running like that. Just churning and running hard.
I think you run it every play until they stop it.
I agree.
Don't you think?
I agree.
Run it right at them until they stop this. And looks like they're coming up I-Pro set, same formation. 14-7 Swedes. Bison in Gothenburg territory at about the 39-yard line. And run the Leighton Borton, a good room, 35. Leighton about the 32-yard line, 7-yard pickup on first down. Gothenburg defense having some issues. Bison up front doing their job on the offensive line. It's going to bring up 2nd and short.
Kind of see the two different identities develop where you kind of ground and pound, and they're more air it out, kind of a multiple shifty offense.
Yep. Back in the I-Pro set once again. Is that Brett Fraker back there?
Yep, Fraker's deep, Rich.
Tailback and for Jacob Gomez-Wilson on 2nd and 3. Fullback trap. Bortner, Leighton, looks like he's got a first down. He only needed about 2.5 yards, and he's well past the 30-yard line. Boy, 33 running hard for being a little nicked up of this game today. He is running hard, and they'll move the chains again, first down.
Yeah, he looks good, Rich. He's really tough. You know, really fun to see him come on from last year.
Mm-hmm.
He really has been a highlight for me, personally, anyway.
Lucas Gomez-Wilson, the receiver on the far side. You got Patrick Gross here near side. Bison, everything on the run, just keep it on the ground. 6:03 left, 1st and 10. Moving right at him. Option. We got a flag. Do we move? McCook moved too soon. Hang on, I think Garrett Capps raised his hand and said, my fault. The tight end twitched a little bit. It cost him 5 yards and bring up 1st and 15. You know what? So what? I'd run it same right out.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Don't change a thing.
They're getting 7 yards a crack. Don't change a bit.
Dan Brandt watching from Missouri. Thanks for tuning in, Dan. Glad that we can have coverage available so you can watch family and friends.
Good deal. Nice, Scott. Tell us on the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. You got a chat page over there. Tell us where you're listening from. 1st and 15 from McCook back at the 32 of Gothenburg. Duggar, isolation can be Fraker, left side, big hole, nice room, 35 or 20, inside the 20 by the 18-yard line. Lost my place there, but nice job by Brett Fraker and a nice run. The junior tailback, his first carry, and he's awfully close to a first down. Going to be 2nd and short. Picked up a pretty good chunk of it right back.
Yeah, man, he looked great, didn't he?
And lost a shoe in the process. 2nd and 2, 2nd and short, at 5:19 left. Second quarter from Gothenburg.
He might have lost his shoe, but he would not lose those shoes, Rich.
No, absolutely not.
A little bright.
Ball on the far side hash. Once again, Duggar under center. Gomez-Wilson back in the tailback. Leighton Bortner in front of him on 2nd and short. It's Bortner. Big hole. Has some room. Inside the 10, about the 7, you will call it 7-yard line. Should be 1st and goal. Fullback, tailback, doesn't matter. Both getting their fair share of carries and moving the ball right down the field via the run. It's going to be 1st and goal. McCook inside the 10, about the 7-yard line.
It's football just like you like it, Rich.
Oh, without a doubt. There is nothing better than quarterback under center, option football. Nothing better. Dives, traps, ISOs, throw some ISOs every now and then. Back in the eye once again. They'll go Bortner again. Why not? He's carried a lot on this series, down to about the 2-yard line.
He has to get it.
Give it to him
again.
Yep.
He deserves this touchdown.
And boy, the offensive line has really done a good job.
Yeah,
These guys up front have blowing the holes open. See if Gothenburg goes on, it's at the 2-yard line, a little bit more of a goal line look, you would think, on 2nd and short.
You'd think.
McCook can get a first down with that scoring, I do believe, too. Bison will go power set, extra tight in there. Is Aiden Meyer on the left side. That's who I was thinking of, trying to remember the first time. Power set, Alex Anthony. I think the extra fullback's in there as well. And Duggar, it's going to be, was that Alex that got it that time? 44? Yeah, it was Alex Anthony for the touchdown.
No fair.
I agree. Come on. 33 carry the load, man.
The whole time.
Jiminy. Chris, you got to give 33. Got to be careful. Coach Young and Coach... I think Coach Young is Coach Petrosky up here too. He might be up here. Got to be careful.
Yeah, B Vitro's up here.
Yeah.
What do we got to be careful for? I'm not scared of them.
Horizon Bank touchdown number 2, and the extra point by Patrick Gross is good. We're tied at 14. Back to Gothenburg next on Kicks 96.1. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg. Tie ball game 14-14 at the 4-minute mark here. And looking down, Eli Kaler looks like cramping up a little bit. And this would probably be an ideal night. That would happen, I would think.
Yeah, it's ugly. I think it's worse than last week, Rich. Maybe it's just his booth, but it's real muggy.
It is. Patrick Gross will kick it off. It could be a line drive, return up, going to let it go in the end zone. Thought that Trey Roselle was going to give it a shot that time. It's going to be 1st and 10, Gothenburg at the 20. Bison football tonight brought to you by Horizon Bank. A couple of Horizon Bank touchdowns tonight. Veteran Heating and Air, Tobias Dental, Decatur Health, Runza, DNS Hardware, Wagner Jones, Funeral Chapel, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford Toyota. Great sponsors of Bison football here, live and direct from Gothenburg High. Quarterback Wes Geiken. Boy, that Geiken name's been around. They got a billion Geikens around here, that's for sure. Stevens. I mean, all these Gothenburg names we know over the years. Schwans. I see Schwans out there. The Jobmans. A lot of those names playing Gothenburg in all sports over the years. 1st and 10, Gothenburg has it. Geiken. They'll give it off. Got fumble on the plane. The Bison get it. They think they did. And I think they did get it. Canyon Hosick. Straight give. I think it was handed off that time, it looked like, but the ball came loose. The Bison get the first turnover of the ball game, Kyle.
Yeah, that's huge, Rich. It's huge because we're inside 4 minutes. The game's tied. We get the ball at the beginning of the second half. So opportunity for a 14-point swing. I don't want to jinx it by saying too much, but be really big to get some points here.
14-14. Bison off the turnover at the Gothenburg 23-yard line. I-Pro set, Bortner and also Gomez-Wilson. Jacob behind Adam Duggar under center on 1st and 10. Isolation Gomez-Wilson. Boy, nice job by Gothenburg, but they shot the gap that time, and Braden Winter was right there, but Jacob spun out of it and just kept it. He was holding on for dear life by his jersey and still picked up about 3 yards.
Yeah, he only outweighs Jacob by probably about 40 pounds, and Jacob just dragging him down the field.
Call it 2nd and 8 to give him 2 on the play. Bison have all 3 timeouts if they need it. Hopefully not. Count down to 3:34 left as Weston Walgren brings in the play from the Bison coaching staff. Weston goes far side, the left side of the field. Gomez-Wilson, Lucas in the slot. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, wide receiver to the near side. Duggar, shotgun set. Bortner to his left. Run read option, and Duggar out front. It's going to be complete. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, 15, down to the 10, inside the 5, dives his way in there. Is he in or not? Touchdown, he is in the end zone. 21-yard touchdown pass from Duggar to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. The Bison, boom, just like that, take the lead. Another Horizon Bank touchdown.
I love that play. Love that play.
And once again, the extra point is coming up from Patrick Gross. Canyon Hosick with a hold. Kick's going to be on the way, and it's money in the bank. Another Horizon Bank touchdown. Bison up 21-14. Kickoff is coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Just a shade past the 8 o'clock hour. It's Bison Football KICX 96.1. KICX McCook, Nebraska, highplanesradio.net, the KICX app, and the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel as well. What a swing, Kyle. 14-7, Gothenburg on a high. Bison, again, had a good field position two series ago. Drove it down for a touchdown via the run. Everything via the run. Get the turnover, and boom, a couple of plays later via the pass score, and take the lead right back.
Yeah, it's big roller coaster of emotions there, Rich.
Patrick Gross, deep kick in the end zone again for the junior that time. At 1st and 10 for Gothenburg at the 20.
Kind of excited for these teams to come and check out McCook. Our atmosphere is just so much different.
Oh, without a doubt, yes. Yes, indeed. Well, Gothenburg will be in McCook next year. Just flip-flop the schedule. 1st and 10, Gothenburg at the 20. Hey, you've got 3:08 left. Why not? Get a good stop, get a turnover right here, and see what happens. Wes Geiken, they'll bring him under center this time. Actually just a one slot, one setback. Motion man. Bison bringing the blitz inside, and they read it well. And on the toss pitch, going to be Trey Roselle to about the 25-yard line. A gain of about 5 yards in the play. Brought the inside blitz, kind of looked like up here to the right side, our right, and they went to their far side, and that's maybe picked an open hole and got 5 yards out of it.
Yeah, it's the run blitz, and they picked the right hole, and we picked the wrong hole. Not a lot you can do about that. You flip-flop that, and they come in the same hole that we run blitz, we're going to knock them back about 5 yards there, Rich.
No sense of urgency really for Gothenburg. Got 2 timeouts, but still at their own 25-yard line. Receivers both sides. Run option near side. Geiken's going to keep it, and he should have gave it off. No gain in the play. Slowed up first. Quentin Terry got it back in there first, and then helped by Garrett Capps. And a few others in there as well. No gain. Brings up second. Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 5. Here, McCook's going to burn a timeout. Coach Petrosky, hey, we stop him on 3rd down, and we got a chance here. We got a chance. Back after a quick timeout. It's Bison Football. KICX 96.1. All right, back here at Gothenburg, 2:15. Got to say a big thank you. A couple of very, very special people in my life. Chris and Candy Salyer are listening to us on the broadcast. Listen in Phoenix, Arizona, Kyle, where they have got more rain this year than we have in McCook, Nebraska this year.
Something's wrong with that, Rich.
That makes no sense at all. It makes 0 sense why that has happened, but it did happen. So hopefully guys are enjoying the game. They're watching on the YouTube channel. Tell us once again where you're at on our YouTube chat, and we'll recognize where you're from. Boy, you got it. Mr. Brink gave you a camera work tonight. Is outstanding. Nice job.
Yeah, he says I deserve a raise.
3rd and 5. Bison showing blitz. Geiken looking to throw. Gonna heave it up downfield. It's gonna be picked up.
Oh, wow.
Duggar at just across midfield, put it stretched out, leaned back and caught it. The second turnover against Gothenburg in the corner, and the Bison got it right back at about the 48-yard line.
All I gotta say is if you weren't watching the stream, you should be, because that play was sick. That was serious. That was Class B triple jump state champion kind of athleticism. That was a fantastic play.
Second turnover against Gothenburg, and Geiken, you could tell the pressure was coming. He just kind of threw it up. He had a couple of those balls he's completed tonight, but this one not the case. And McCook's got 2 timeouts and 2:10 left. Even if you can get it close enough for a Patrick Gross field goal, I'd love to see 7 on the board, but I'd love to see Patrick attempt a long field goal if needed. You never know. Back in the iPro set. Gothenburg extra man line of scrimmage, 4-man front. Isolation, Jacob Wilson trying to read his blocks. Picks his way, 45, and a gain of 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5. Can you see, if you're watching the stream and everything, he's just hiding behind his blockers, trying to see what they're doing and reading off them, picked up 5 yards.
Just so patient back there.
We're under 2 minutes, minute 49 left. As Weston Walgren, the receiver to the right, Lucas Gomez-Wilson left, back in the straight I-Pro set in Gothenburg territory in 2nd and 5. Toss pitch, Jacob Gomez-Wilson left side. Cuts it back in, 40, 35, 34-yard line. He picked up about 11 on the play. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains. It's 1:30 on the clock and still plenty of time. As Canyon Hosick races in the play for the Bison coaching staff, and now they'll wind the clock. Still got plenty of time. And 2 timeouts. If you need them, Bison come trips right. Hosick, Gomez-Wilson, and Gomez-Wilson. Trips right, 1 step back is Bortner. Duggar the throw, roll the pocket, out of shotgun, looking, sideline, and he complete Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Yeah, they're going to give him the catch at about the 20-yard line. Stop the clock, move the chains. That's a tough catch.
It's a tough catch. And I wasn't sure. It's a tough call to make, too, on the field. Hard to see whether he caught that or if it bounced or whatever.
Winding the clock, still plenty of time. 1:10 left. McCook trying to get 7 points on the board. Down to the Gothenburg 20-yard line. 3 wide look. Duggar shotgun set. Bortner to his left. Ball in the near side hash. And Adam looking on pass could be complete far side. Lucas Gomez-Wilson. They scored on this last time. Got a late flag against the receiver. They're going to get that Patrick Gross on the far side with a push in the back. Or hold. Okay.
Hold. Yeah, he kind of tackled his guy. I don't know. It didn't really help the play, I don't think at all. But I think maybe Patrick wanting to try that long field goal.
He's probably thinking, if I do this, no, he's not thinking that at all. But I'd love to see him try. I want to see the leg. I mean, we've seen the leg on kickoffs. One of these days, I'd like to see the leg in a field goal attempt as well.
What do we put up if we kick a field goal? I mean, we have a Horizon Bank touchdown. Somebody should sponsor those field goals.
Exactly right.
If you're out there.
We need to hire you for on the sales staff too, Kyle. Come on. You got time.
Always. Nothing but time.
Bison come out, trips right. Ball on the far side hash. After the penalty, marching back to the 26-yard line. So it really wasn't too bad of a penalty, to be honest with you. Wasn't a killer. And they'll wind the clock here shortly as we're under a minute left. And now they wind it. Bison have 2 timeouts if they need them. Duggar shotgun set, will throw, roll that pocket out again, right side, looking far side in the middle of the field. Lucas Gomez-Wilson dropped it. It was kind of behind him or maybe in front of him a little bit, just couldn't quite grab it, and it's 3rd down.
He could have caught that ball.
Yeah.
He had the end zone in mind.
Yeah. Catch it first and then go.
Yeah.
Still 49 seconds left, but McCook's at 3rd and 16 right here.
I feel like I can say that about Lucas because he would say the same thing.
Yep. Bison have come back, trailing 14-7. A couple of touchdowns here in the second quarter via a couple of turnovers against Gothenburg. Bison go 4 wide look. Ball on the far side hash on 3rd and 16 at the Gothenburg 26. Play action. Duggar. Screen pass set up far side. Leighton Bortner, 25. 20. Leighton can't escape that last tackle about the 17-yard line. He picked up about 9, and McCook will burn. Well, they're gonna let this thing milk this thing, and we're gonna get Patrick Gross to get a field goal try.
It's an ugly spot on the field to kick a field goal from, Rich.
Because it's on the far side hash.
Yep.
So
I'm sure Patrick isn't worried about it.
The clock is not. Now, I thought it stopped, but no, they're going to let it wind down and then call the timeout and give us some time to set up. Looking at it from here, it's most likely going to be about a 35-yard field goal attempt, which I think he's got plenty of leg for that.
His range.
Yeah, plenty of leg for that. As they're milking it down to 4 seconds on the clock and now call timeout, burn their second timeout. So a chance of McCook to go on in the locker room on a high. I mean, boy, if you score 17 straight points on 3 straight possessions via 2 turnovers, and you get the ball at the beginning of the second half, that's big right there.
Yeah, especially coming off of 14 straight points from Gothenburg.
Yeah.
That was a little disconcerting there for a minute. People talking about the rain in McCook today. Got some rain.
I heard
Thankful for that.
Heard 40, 50 hundredths, which, again, like I said at the beginning, if we need to leave town for it to really start raining, I guess we'll do it more often. So, yes, the Canyon Hosick will hold it, and Patrick Gross on for his first field goal attempt of the year. The far side hash, let's see where they put that tee. I mean, it's right around the 20. Yeah, they're going to mark it right at the 25, so a 35-yard field goal attempt. The young man has worked a lot of hours in the summertime trying to perfect that craft a little bit more. Last play of the half. Snap good, holds good, has some pressure. Kick's going to be on the way. I can't tell. And he got it. Nice job. 35-yard field goal to end the half. Patrick Gross nails it. Bicycle in the halftime locker room up 24-14. Kyle and I will talk about it. Stats. We'll have conversations. And we're going to chat a little Bison cross country with head coach Tom Sugaru and Lady Bison softball head coach Jason Cochran as well. That's on the way during halftime. Bison football. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg. Halftime score 24-14. Let's go over the scoring once again for McCook in this one. The Bison open up the scoring first on a Jacob Gomez-Wilson 3-yard touchdown run. Really nice drive, 60-yard drive to begin the game. Patrick Gross PAT made it 7-0. Gothenburg came right back. Jake Burge in a 5-yard touchdown run. Got a couple of big plays in the passing game as well to make it 7-7. Gothenburg then got the ball back and scored on a Wes Geiken 11-yard touchdown pass to Trey Stevens. Trey Rozelle's PAT made it 14-7. It was all McCook after that as the Bison scored on Alex Anthony 2-yard run. Remember that play. We had good field position every time on pooch kicks. We got the ball 40, 45-yard line every time. Alex Anthony, 2-yard touchdown run. Gross PAT made it 14-14. Duggar with a great pick on 3rd and long at midfield, came back and threw a 21-yard touchdown pass to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. The extra point was good. And McCook, right before the half, got the ball right back. And a Patrick Gross 35-yard field goal to make it 24-14. Kyle, great job by McCook in the final quarter to rally from 14-7 down.
Yeah, man. And you're talking about that pick by Duggar. Well, that was the play of the half, and man, for a minute there, I was a little concerned about how this game might go. You know, I think, if I'm honest, Rich, I was a little nervous there for a minute. You know, I know that a lot of these guys have been told, you know, you are highly competitive at Class B, so that means that when you drop down to C1, you're automatically just going to win everything. And I think you and I both know from what we've seen the first 2 weeks, these kids, they're big. They play hard, so to think that we're just going to line up and win every week, that's not going to happen. And I was afraid maybe we had a little bit of that, but they came back, and what an end to the half, Rich.
Halftime, 24-14 is our halftime score, Kyle, 24-14. And I had a chance to talk a little Bison boys cross country. Head coach Tom Sugar joined me the other day. We recapped a little bit of the North Platte invite at Sutherland. They've got the Cozad invite coach coming up again tomorrow, your second meet. And you had some good things happen from your kids once again at that meet at Sutherland and the North Platte invite last week. Bison cross-country coach Tom Sugar, and I apologize, only our listeners on the Kicks 96.1 radio feed and on the app can hear that. Apologize about that. So we'll play our interview with head coach Jason Cochran. Lady Bison softball team have a big tournament tomorrow, JC Sports Complex. They won't play until 12:30. 7 teams in the tournament got a first-round bye against either Alliance or Bayard. Big win from McCook early in the week. They beat Cozad. That rivalry, Cozad-McCook battle coach, and a nice win on the home field up at the JC Sports Complex. Head coach Jason Cochran talking Lady Bison softball. Good luck to them tomorrow. Also, Lady Bison volleyball team, I know, had a battle with the Hastings the other night at Hastings High. Lost in 5 for head coach Trevor Hoynes, and they'll get back. They don't have anything for the rest of the week, and they'll get back after it again coming up next week as well. Bison boys tennis, head coach Matt Weimers and his team off for the weekend. They had the 2 duels at Hastings with Hastings Adams Central to Hastings High. Won both those, and they're off to a great start as well. And that gets you caught up on a lot of Bison fall sports. Back with the second half, Bison football up 24-14. Kyle and I back with the second half in just a little bit on Kicks 96.1. Richard Kyle back here at Gothenburg. Some other scores. Wow. Let there be light. Central City leading Cozad 14-7 at halftime. Ogallala Broken Bow are scoreless at halftime. 0-0 Ogallala Broken Bow. We'll see Broken Bow next week.
Riveting football.
We'll see Ogallala down the line. Adams Central was beating Holdridge 9-7. Holdridge was the only team out of this district. Minden, Gothenburg, Broken Bow, Ogallala. Holdridge was the only team that won last week. So maybe the Dusters home, and we'll see them down the line, of course, playing Adams Central.
I was talking to some of my old connections there, and they said that this coach is the real deal.
Really?
They're building like $1.5 million, $1.5 million weight facility.
Wow.
Right now, yeah, they're committed to being all in. Maybe getting the Bison back on their schedule got them revved up for football or something.
Maybe so. Yeah, we'll make a road trip to Holdridge later on in the season. Broken Bow coming up next week. Wagner Ford pregame at Weiland Field at 6. Kickoff time at 7 o'clock. All right, Bison will get the ball first. They, of course, deferred to the second half, and we'll get it with a 24-14 lead. And just try to keep that offense churning.
Yeah, be good to go down and just punch in a score. I think we could do that. That'd really set the momentum.
Gothenburg would have to be, like you said earlier, a little bit more one-dimensional when you're down 3 scores or so. Try to air it out because they have not ran the ball that well tonight. They've had some big pass plays, but running ball have not. Trey Roselle will kick it off for Gothenburg. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, Brett Fraker back deep for...
What's the over-under on him kicking it short?
They've pooch kicked it all night, and if they want to do it, we've returned it 40-yard plus every time, so oh well. Ready to go for the second half. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. And they'll squib kick it again. This one's caught on the hop a little bit. 40, 45, almost near midfield. Glenn Ruggles. How about that?
Yeah, buddy.
With the nice return, just shy of midfield. And Bison, great field position again.
Yeah, I don't know if you're Gothenburg's coaching staff. Do you really think it's worth it to start us at the 50 every single time?
I don't know. Here we go. Bison come out 3 wide look, twins left. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, wide receiver here on the right. Leighton Bourne at the right, Adam Duggar. Shotgun set, 3-man Gothenburg front. Adam will keep it himself, and nice job. Gothenburg read it well and stayed at home. A nice play that time by Boone Tenderman, another freshman linebacker. They played a couple of freshmen for Gothenburg. He stepped up for run support. Adam picked up 1. That's it. 2nd and 9.
I mean, let's be honest. We have a fantastic second-to-none freshman football team.
Sure.
So we're going to be just as competitive, but I'm glad we're not having to play them on Friday nights. Right?
Oh, yeah, exactly right. iPro said once again Gomez-Wilson and Bortner behind Duggar on the 2nd and 9 from just shy of midfield. Going to be Bortner. No, it's going to be Duggar keeping it this time. And Adam drags a player or two to just shy of the 40, about the 46. Picked up a couple. Let's bring up 3rd and about 5.5 to go for the first down. By the way, it's 77 degrees outside and the temperature cooled down, but it's still 110 in this booth up here.
118.
Yeah, my gosh, it is still, it's not as bad as it was, but.
This shirt's never going to be the same, Rich.
But outside, it's very comfortable. Big 3rd down for the Bison offense. Keep it going. Ball on the far side of hash, and Duggar on play action. Looking tight in and picked off. 40, 45, and returned about the 49-yard line. Cooper Kane stepped in front of Garrett Capps that time. And the turnover going back to Gothenburg. And their first series coming up second half.
Got to think that's how they want to start the half, Rich.
Capps, I was watching him. I thought it would maybe go to the tight end, but Kane kind of read the eyes, apparently, of Adam. Read it well, picked it off, and Gothenburg's in business, 1st and 10.
See what our defense can do. They ended the half on a really
hot
streak.
Yep. 4-man front. Geiken back at quarterback. 3 wide look. 1 wing to the near side. Bring him in motion on the toss pitch. Roselle to about midfield. Nice job, Bison, stuffing that on the far side. Eli Kaler, Garrett Capps.
Gain of about 1 on that, Rich.
Alex Anthony as well. Yep, gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
There's just nothing there all night long.
Alex Anthony's got the old style neck brace on.
Yeah.
The old Brian Bosworth neck brace back in the days.
Can't say what we called those back in high school.
But, yep, he's got wearing that tonight. 2nd and 9, just underway here. Third quarter, Bison out of possession. Throw a pick. 9:55 left, third quarter. Bison with a 10-point lead, 24-14. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. iPro sets, Roselle motion, fake the toss, looking left, fade route, going to be broken up. Brett Fraker, nice job. Stevens almost nudged him up on a push-up, but Brett read it well, broke it up, brings up third down.
Yeah, and Stevens wanted pass interference, but I think he's the one. He kind of hand-jammed Brett.
Yeah, it'll be more on him than against the Bison defense.
That was great defense.
And it's big third down for Gothenburg right here. Boy, if you're Gothenburg, it's a 10-point game. It's no big-time sense of urgency, to be honest with you, yet.
No, there's a lot of time left in this game, Rich.
They'll go trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Geiken rolls the pocket to the right, looking to the right, and pass going to be dropped. And almost caught on a deflection, actually. Had a receiver over there, had two of them, and went through the hands of one, almost dropped in the other. It's going to bring up 4th and 9.
I'm not sure why they're punting here, to be honest, Rich. I mean, this is where they give us the ball every time.
Exactly.
They might as well go for it. I mean, if they don't get it, they have nothing to lose. It's just our average starting field position.
Lucas Gomez-Wilson, lone safety back. He'll backpedal about his own 20. Trey Stevens will kick this thing from his 35-yard line. Good time for a punt block.
Yeah.
Good time for a punt return for touchdown.
Take either of those, Rich.
Yep. Be a couple of firsts for the Bison this year. High snap. Wow. Stevens is tall. Good pressure by Quentin Terry. I lost track of the ball. Where to go? It was not a good kick. Takes a McCook bounce backwards, and they're going to down about the 37. I lost it. I didn't know where it was. But they were calling everybody off, and it amounts to about a 13-yard kick.
What did they tell you? Should have
just went for it. Exactly.
I mean, I'm glad that they kicked it because, who knows what happens on a 4th down and crazy, but
Bison take over 37-yard line.
See what we can get going on offense.
9:27 left in the third. Bison up by 10, 24-14. Back with the offense, I see Alex Anthony getting some time, this time at fullback in the iPro set. Ball on the far side, hash 3-man Gothenburg front. Alex gets the carry, 40 to 43-yard line. Nice carry by the senior fullback for 6 yards on first down. Brings up 2nd and about 4. Gothenburg plays 3-3 defense, and they're outside. So it's basically like a 3-5, but they keep those outside backers. So there's a lot. 6 bodies in the box. Your offensive lineman against those guys, and McCook has done a really good job running the ball tonight. Option far side, Anthony with the carry 45 and about the 46-yard line. I think he's shy of the first down by about a yard or so.
They do a lot of really unorthodox things, Rich. I mean, it's not just kind of different than what we're used to seeing.
Big 3rd and 1 right here. As this night turned out pretty darn good here at Gothenburg, except again in this
little play action right here, Rich.
Press box, that's right. We'll see. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, the wide receiver, one-on-one coverage here near side against Braden Anderson. And Duggar on his own quarterback keeper gets a lot more than just a yard across midfield, and they're trying to strip him of the football about the 47-yard line. He was still battling, so they were still grabbing for it, and he picked up a good 5-6 yards in the play on first down. They'll move the chains into Gothenburg territory, 1st and 10.
Good strong run by Adam there, Rich.
Keep the chains moving, keep the clock running. 24-14 Bison here in the third. On this first down, it's Patrick Gross right in front of us here. Split wide right. Anthony will stay in at fullback. And it's going to be Jacob Gomez-Wilson between the tackles. Big room, 45-40, down to the 36-yard line. 11-yard gain for Jacob on ISO play. Stevens there for the stop, along with Geiken as well. Moving the chains, straight ISO, 1st and 10.
We're back to that whole run it until they stop us.
Yep. That worked so well in that first half. Move the chains down to the Gothenburg 36-yard line. This time Duggar in shotgun set. I formation. Anthony, a little option look, and Alex will take it. He got away from one tackle and close to the 30-yard line, and that'll be a gain of another 6 yards.
Yeah, just what we saw with Kozad is they were pretty worn out in the second half. I wonder if that's not what. Although, I mean, Gothenburg has probably played more players than we have overall, don't you think?
Yep, I think so too. On the 2nd and 5, Lucas Gomez-Wilson split out far to the left. Kenyon Hosick, the receiver to the right side. Duggar under center with Anthony and Jacob Gomez-Wilson in the I on 2nd and 5. It's going to be Duggar on a late pitch to Gomez-Wilson. Bobbled it, had to go back for it, and just keep it tracking. It's going to be a loss in the play.
Eesh. Scary.
Pass, was it behind Jacob a little bit on the toss that time?
Yeah, just not. It just wasn't there. I couldn't really tell if it was behind him or.
Lost to 5 yards again on first down, bring up 3rd and 10. Bison fans right in front of us here, kind of.
Looks like he kind of hit him in the hands, Rich. It just. I watched the replay, just a little bit of a bobble. I don't know. Not sure what happened exactly.
Bison came out twins, actually trips right. Shotgun set for Duggar on 3rd and 11, we'll call it. Rolls the pocket. They brought a blitz. Good pickup by Anthony at the time. Pass going to be to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Did he get it off the shoelaces? I think he did.
Right at the sticks.
25-yard line. They'll move the chains. And, boy, the way it was thrown, the nose looked like it was going downward. And Lucas got another one. He's got 2 of those tonight. And they'll move the chains 1st and 10.
This is really well executed, Rich. Right at the sticks.
Bison looking at 2-0 on the season. Bison JV's played well at 42-33. A tough one at North Platte, but still played pretty well Monday, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. You know, they had a lot of chances to win that game, Rich. And
Alex Anthony, a trap play, and Alex goes left side about almost the 20-yard line. That'd be another solid 5-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Talking to the North Platte parents, and they're like, they have just under 70 total players out.
Wow.
9 through 12, so just right about the same that we have.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
They were saying that Kearney has 100 freshmen out. Kearney's the biggest Class A school. 100 freshmen out for football this year. Wild.
How do you play all of them?
You don't, I'm sure.
It's impossible. 2nd and 6. Bison moving the ball again up to the Gothenburg 21. Clock running, 5:16 left. 24-14 lead. Anthony's going to get another carry, and Alex to about it's inside the 20, about the 18. Gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 3 right here.
I think it's always dangerous for a defense here because you get a little bored, you get a little frustrated.
Yeah.
They're just pounding it at you, and not a lot of fun for a defense.
So a 3rd down conversion opportunity here for the Bison. The Gothenburg 18. So McCook does here. Receivers both sides, Weston Walgren, the receiver to the right side. As shotgun set with Bortner and Gomez-Wilson. Bortner now in motion out of the backfield. And Duggar, this was going to be a straight run, and he got slapped inside the head, inside the 20, about the 19, and picked up, actually may even lost a yard in the play. This is going to bring up 4th and about 3.5, 4 yards, and field goal attempt. Patrick Gross, maybe?
Bortner really not okay on that play.
Oh, boy. They're going to go for it, I think. On 4th, or maybe try to draw him off. Sides, maybe. A little freeze count, possibly.
Man, you'd think with Gross having the leg that he has, you would think they wouldn't give up points here, but, I mean, you never know.
Yep. It's 4th and 5, we'll call it. Shotgun set for Duggar. Will throw. Looking. Going to step up in the pocket, run it, and he better get there. I don't think he got there. Or did he? Oh, it's close. Where the marker is. See the reaction? I can't tell.
Man, it's really close.
Coach is up here.
No.
And the
Swede ball.
officials say, nope, didn't get the first down, so the Swedes will get it right back.
I can't believe they're not measuring that, Rich.
Not going to happen. So 1st and 10 for Gothenburg as the Swedes get a 4th down. Stop there. They'll mark it again at the 16-yard line. And Wes Geiken back out there, quarterback again for Gothenburg. Double wing look. They got one setback, receivers both sides, Bison 4-man front. Inside give, little trap play, go to the fullback Mintz, and not much. Few yards. Maybe made the 20, actually. That was Johnson, I'm sorry. Evan Johnson, that young freshman running back who's got quite a few carries tonight, some playing time. Gave him a gain of 3, brings up 2nd and 7. Gothenburg's team's got Adams Central next week at Hastings. Big ball game for them next week.
Yeah. Big for us to see kind of how that all shakes out, too. I mean, so much that we don't know in all this.
2nd and 7 under the 3-minute mark here, third quarter. Bison by 10, 24-14. Geiken will throw, screen, complete far side. Roselle, 25, and he's going to be near a first down to the far side. See where they mark it on the far side. And they're going to move the chains, 1st and 10. Nice little swing pass out of the backfield from Geiken to Roselle, and they'll move the chains again.
Geiken throws a really nice ball. I mean, he just put it right where he needed to put it on that swing pass, Rich. That baseball field across the way here at Gothenburg High School, that has many memories of Gothenburg-McCook matchups over the year. With you and your kids and with me, going back to the years of playing McCook American Legion Baseball. Nice job, Geiken, on a nice run, first down, or close to first down run. Still pushing the pile across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on a quarterback keeper that time, and they'll move the chains again. Now we look a little tired, Rich. Kind of body language is kind of a little slumping. And
so, yeah, it's a 2-score game. They come down and get any type of score, make it a 1-score game. Right back in business again. 1st and 10 Swedes at their own 43-yard line. Cooper Kane, the wider at the far side, got Stevens right in front of us. Trips right. Geiken, shotgun set. Will throw across the middle, going to be Stevens complete. Crossing around, little slant. Hit him about the 40-yard line, dove his way ahead about the 36-yard line.
They had double coverage there. I mean, the ball was just right where only he could catch it, Rich.
Gain of about 20 yards in the play, and Gothenburg is in McCook territory again. 1st and 10 at the Bison 37. Counting down to 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Geiken under center this time. One setback. They run the wing back from one side to the other, and Burge that time for a couple of yards. Actually picked up more than a couple of yards. Picked up about 5 yards in the play. It brings up 2nd and 5.
He's kind of squirted through there and dove forward for 5 yards. Mitch Cole on the play there.
Hello, Mariah Payton, listening or watching, I should say, in Alaska. Can you believe that?
All the way in Alaska.
Big 2nd and 5 right here. 2nd and 5 of the Swedes. Run the toss. Roselle cuts it back inside. Nice cutback lane right there. Across the 20, across the 30 to about the 29, 28-yard line. Picked up about 4 yards in the play.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 2.
Whoever's running the scoreboard. Okay, now it's 3rd down. They're behind a down, and now it's 3rd and 2. We're approaching 1 minute left, third quarter. Nobody scored in this third quarter. Been a pretty quick quarter, but nobody's got on the board. Bison a huge second quarter again. Skornikoff a couple of turnovers, coming back, rallying from 14-7 down. Lead 24-14 to the half. Might be 4 down territory for Gothenburg right here, possibly 3rd and 2. Geiken, he'll give it off the fullback going through Johnson. I'm not for sure.
I don't think he got it, Rich.
Duggar there, Anthony there.
That's real close.
And it was
short.
Trey Roselle on the carry. He's going to be short of it. Gain a yard, needs one more. It's a big 4th and 1 for the Gothenburg offense.
Feels like this is a really important play, Rich.
Let's see if they even run a play. There's 18 seconds left, give them some time to think about what they want to do, and they're not going to run a play. That's going to do it for the third quarter. It is Bison still on top, 24-14. Our fourth quarter is coming up here shortly. Bison football, KICX 96.1. Rich and Kyle back here at Gothenburg as Gothenburg did not elect to, on fourth and short one, to think about it. So we'll switch sides, Kyle. And the Swedes, I don't think their kicking game is all that great.
No.
So they're not. This would be a long field goal. This would be a 40. This would be a 40-plus yard field goal attempt. So gonna go for it. 4th and 1. Chance of the Bison defense. Gonna stuff right here.
Quarterback sneak last time, Rich.
Could
on 4th and 1.
Pretty much. Yep. Wouldn't doubt it for a second. So the Bison stuffed that guard to guard. As no, Geiken's going to throw. Pass going to be complete. Johnson out of the backfield to about the 15-yard line, and Gothenburg will move the chains again.
Well, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. I think McCook probably had to have been thinking of the quarterback sneak on 4th and short, but no. Ran Johnson down the field and complete about the 15-yard line.
Now,
Sweet stay in business.
Last week.
Yeah.
Had that big stop inside on the goal line with Kozad. Be nice to get a stop right here, Rich.
Geiken under center. 3 wide look. Roselle motion to go inside. Johnson again. Big throw. Boy, trap play has worked on a couple of times inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. Picked up 6 yards for the freshman Evan Johnson once again. And brings up 2nd down. 2nd and about 4. They can't get, of course, a first down without scoring. And Bison defense has played a little bit more minutes as of late. Trey Stevens wide out to the far side. They go Johnson here, Cooper Kane here near side. Geiken under center. Double wing look, a little misdirection. Burge going inside and not much. Hit a wall. Might have picked up a yard or 2. I think this is going to be like 3rd and short right here. See where they mark it.
It's good gap integrity there, Rich, and just had everything stacked up.
3rd and short, 3rd about 1. So it's most likely, again, 4-down territory for Gothenburg right here. 10:45, early 4th quarter. Bison with a 24-14 lead.
3rd and 1.
Gothenburg taking their time. We can kind of hear the Bison assistant coaches up here a little bit in our headphones, a little bit. Talking to the guys in the field. Big 3rd and 1 right here at the Bison 6-yard line. Geiken. Toss. Roselle cut back. Was there, but a nice stuff that time. Holy smokes. Jacob Gomez-Wilson stuffed, and that ball came loose. And did McCook get it? Yeah, they get it. Yes, they did. Wow. Holy smokes.
What a phenomenal individual play by Jacob. I mean, that's all there is to it. If you're not watching the stream, get over there. You can see the replay really soon. You don't know this because you hear us in real time, but we're a little bit ahead of them. So,
wow, that was a great stick by Jacob, and somewhere the ball came loose, and the Bison will get it back at their own 7-yard line, but they deny. That's the 3rd turnover against Gothenburg tonight.
Not 100% certain looking at that ball was out, but we'll take it.
Yep,
100%.
So McCook, for one of the few times tonight, has got the long field to go. Hasn't been that way this night.
Longest field of the night.
Yep. I-Pro set. Duggar under center. I think he'll just try to see if they can barrel this thing out, run the ball. What they've been doing. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, isolation. Jacob's got the edge a little bit. Got some room near sideline. 30, 35, 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 45. Yeah, they'll mark it about the 45. Oh, we got a McCook player down and back at about the 10-yard line. Oh boy, I can't see who it is.
Duggar? Nope.
Oh, is it cramping?
Somebody's cramping.
I just they're just cramping up. That's what's good. It's just the way I didn't see the leg up, so cramping up. And big gain for Jacob, his longest run of the night. And Bison out once again.
It's Keegan Reese.
Oh, you're starting center. So now you got
to. It doesn't. Oh, it didn't look like a cramp, but now it does. I don't know.
Yeah, he was hobbling and trying to walk it off, and that thing's going to be sore for a week or maybe a couple of days. But he'll want to get back in here, hopefully here pretty soon. But it gets McCook out of a jam, that's for sure. Back from there, nice run by 38 yards that time by Gomez-Wilson.
It's making me think of the You know, we got the 93 yards in front of us, the program. Remember that movie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner. It's kind of that play right there.
Bison have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. High pro set again. And this time Brett Fraker gets a nice run midfield. Brett bounces off one, keeps his feet going 40, 35, 30. He's going to go! Brett Fraker, another Horizon Bank touchdown from 55 yards out. He got hit about the 40, kept the legs trending, and boy, the sprinter speed was there and knocks her home from 55 yards out. That's a big play from McCook to make it a 30-14 game. Wow. Love that one.
Yeah, it was a great play. Good for Brett Fraker. Had a little bit of a bummer summer with being a little injured during baseball season. Still got to play quite a bit of baseball, but good to see him have a great run like that, Rich.
Boy, he got hit, and then, boy, just bounced right on him. Nobody could catch him after that. The extra point by Patrick Gross is on the way, and it is
good.
31-14 Horizon Bank touchdown from Brett Fraker. We're back with the kickoff next. It's Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Richie Kyle back here at Gothenburg. Big play from McCook after the fumble by Gothenburg to inside the 10-yard line. Big play by Gomez Wilson, and then right after that, Brett Fraker off and running. 55 yards, yeah.
2 plays.
Yeah. 2 plays and
93
yards. Yeah, exactly right. Patrick Gross high kick. This one's going to be returnable about the 10, 15, 20. 25. It's Gothenburg, good best return of the night right there by Roselle to about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 Swedes.
I think that's our only return of the night.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Roselle is hurt.
He's a gimping, and he can't even walk off the field. And I don't think it's a cramping situation either.
No. Didn't he carry that
on the kickoff return?
Yeah. Knee? I hope not. For that young man.
I was talking went to a cross country, my son's cross country meet today, talking to a gentleman there, and his son is I think an orthopedic doctor or a doctor that, knee surgery. He told me that his son says there are so many ACL injuries in the first couple of weeks of the football season, going back to practice and now regular season. There's a ton of kids getting their knees hurt this year already. That he's looking after kids and unfortunate, but that
Did he say what that's about? Like why it would be more than usual?
Didn't get really in discussion about that, but he just said that just talking to him that he's treated a bunch of kids and with pretty serious knee injuries early in the football season.
Man.
Never want to see that.
I think that's the kind of stuff you're not supposed to talk about.
9:37 left, 4th quarter. Bison up 31-14. That was a big score.
Big score.
You're going to be minus Roselle, even though Johnson, their young freshman, has ran the ball well, but Roselle has been a pretty key for him as well. Geiken, double wing look. It's going to be Burge. He's got a fair share of carries as well and got a few yards. Gain of thread, still pushing the pile. Not done yet.
Ball.
And they're going to mark it about the 34-yard line, so picked up about 5 yards.
I don't love that they're not blowing those dead, Rich. I mean, they're letting them push those piles a long time. I think, Monday we had a freshman get hurt similar situation.
Really?
It piled up.
Uh-huh.
And, when everybody's pushing that pile and people are flying into it and everything else.
Right. That's where you get.
If the momentum stopped, blow the whistle.
2nd and 5. God, you think's got to air it out sometime. They're down by 3 scores right here. Inside give to Johnson. McCook's content. You can run the ball all night because that clock is going to run. You're going to run on a clock. And we got a late flag to boot.
That's going to be on us.
Could be shy. It would have been shy of the first down by a yard or 2.
Personal foul.
Didn't look like any activity,
No.
But you're right. You're right. Sportsmanlike against the defense.
The announcer across the way, did you hear it?
I didn't hear it once.
Against these bison. These bison.
15-yard penalty will march it into McCook territory at about the 46-yard line. So that's a big penalty right there against McCook. Gothenburg, that penalty helps them. 8:44 left, 4th quarter. Geiken shotgun look. Look to throw the slant and incomplete.
Man,
Stevens looking for Stevens that time, and Brett Fraker on the coverage over there. 2nd down.
Man, this hard-fought game, just good and physical football. Good game.
Broken Bow comes to Wyland Field coming up next week. Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock. Bison, that'll be the only home game in a stretch of 3 of the next 4 are on the road.
Yeesh. We'll be road warriors.
Yep. No question. Bottom half of the schedule, then you got a few more home games. 2nd and 10 for the Swedes at the Bison 46. Got trips right. Geiken. Quarterback design run, left side, hit and down about the 42. Picked up 4 yards in the play. Alex Anthony was the first to hit him. Then he didn't go very far after that. This will bring up 3rd down. Or 2nd down, sorry.
Yeah,
no, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
It's
He's wrong. He needs to dial that to 3.
Yeah, the official down on the field said
2nd down. Was there a penalty on 1st down?
Yeah, there wasn't. No, it should be 3rd down.
Strange.
The incompletion pass, that run, and now it's 3rd down. Johnson doesn't matter. Johnson straight up the gut. And to the 30, it's about the 28-yard line. This will give Gothenburg a fresh set of downs. So it's all for naught. Doesn't matter. As Gothenburg on the move again.
It's 1st down now.
Now it's 1st down, exactly. But they're running the ball. I know they're getting some yards, but that clock is moving. 31-14 McCook. High score in first half, 24-14 a half, and 1 score on the board. McCook in the 2nd half. Geiken on the toss pitch. Can it be Burge? A nice job, McCook. They sealed off the outside and filled nicely on the inside in the cutback lane, and no gain on the play brings up 2nd down. Bison shuffling some players in and out, fresh bodies in there. What the JV's got next week now?
Nothing.
Oh, because Labor Day?
Yep.
Okay.
They're off. Tennis week for me next week.
Busy week coming out. Well, Coach Weimer's had a light week this past week, so time for him to get back to some big time matches coming up pretty soon. They'll go trips right again, 2nd and 9. Geiken will throw. Pass right side. Going to be nice play. Great play in the secondary that time was. That is Weston Walgren. At good speed. He had a step on him, or the receiver had a step on him that time, but Weston made it up for it. Reached over, tapped it away, no contact, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I timed that perfectly.
3rd and 9 for the Swedes with 6:56 left in the 4th quarter. Again, we started a little bit late tonight, about 20 minutes late because of lightning delay, but have had nothing like that since. Geiken will throw it, 4 down territory. They'll go left side, and incomplete pass pressure. Once again by McCook that time. Receiver downfield overthrew him.
That's the first really bad pass we've
Yeah.
seen him throw all night. I mean,
So they fourth down. Got to go for it. For Gothenburg, you're down 3 scores, 4th and 9.
I thought it was third. I've been confused every series.
I had you. 4th and 9 right here. Hey, join us tomorrow morning with Coach's Coffee Club. We're live and direct from St. Ertz Bakery and the Beer Rock Cafe with a recap of the past week in high school and college sports and conversations, all your favorite coaches. Be there with our first show of September coming up tomorrow morning. 4th and 9 for Gothenburg. Keep this drive alive and a fumble snap. Guykin recovers, looking to throw. Got a flag in the backfield. Got a wide open play. 10 to the 5, touchdown. But this might be coming back. Wow. Gothenburg, you're sick about this one. Pass complete for a touchdown, but most likely going to be coming back. Holding against the offense, and they'll get 4th down over again.
Kind of feel bad for him for like half a second.
He's going to say, really? You are?
It's not fun to have a great play and then have it get called back because somebody did something boneheaded, especially when you're the guy that does something boneheaded.
Yep.
We've all been on that side of the coin, haven't we?
Bison going to call a timeout. We're back to Gothenburg after the break. It's Bison football on KICX 96.1. Back here to Gothenburg, and 6:43 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Be 4th down again for the Gothenburg Seeds. 4th and 21 after that holding penalty, which again the result of the play, I mean, was a touchdown pass, but all for naught. So at the 39, they've got to get they got to go a ways.
About the 19.
They're going to rush 4, drop 7 right here. And 2 wideouts, 1 each side. Actually got twins on the far side. Guy could shotgun set on 4th and 21. A little trickery here. Go fake the screen, going deep, and going to be incomplete. Almost.
Wow.
Did he catch it? No, incomplete pass.
They called pass interference.
Against us?
Yeah.
Were we not in front?
Yeah, we were in front.
How is that an offensive pass and a push from the receiver?
I don't know, because that's what it looked like. It looked like we had a chance to intercept it, but he kind of shoved us from the back.
Oh, boy. The Bison coaches are going, how in the world can you get that?
I don't even know what you do about that, Rich. I mean, there's just not really anything that you can do, right? It's not a spot foul, right? It's just flat 15 yards.
Exactly, yeah. Way to bail him out on that one.
Yeah. Coaches up here say that was technically sound.
Yeah.
Looked like it to me, too.
Yeah, I mean, I realize that's clear across the field, but even from up here we could see the defender was in front, and
yeah.
So it's the spot foul. So after that, it's still 4th down right here, 4th and 5.
That's not an automatic first down.
Apparently not. So Gothenburg got another 4th down situation. 6:37. That clock hasn't moved at all lately. Guykin shotgun set. Bison showing inside blitz. And Guykin will throw. Pass going to be incomplete. There was contact. Nothing. Nice job by Adam Duggar that time.
Wow.
Trying to go out on the flat to Burge. And 4th down is over. And McCook will get the football back.
Classy move by Mitch Cole. I don't know if you saw that. He gave Guykin all he wanted on that play and helped him up and made sure he was dusting him off. It's good to see good sportsmanship.
So the Bison will get it back. 1st and 10. New set of downs at the 23-yard line, and try to run this run the game out right
Clock
here.
still has not moved.
It still is just like, wow.
4 seconds.
4 seconds went off the clock there.
Yeah,
really?
I think that's not.
Come on,
that
guys.
That can't be right, can it? We're griping a lot now. We better stop.
And whining. It's late in the night as Gomez Wilson, this time in isolation, across the 25, 26, 27-yard line for about 4 yards.
Rich just wants a Runza.
Nope, that's Brett Fraker, sorry. And what's that now?
I said Rich just wants a Runza.
Oh, a little hungry. That pretzel didn't really hit the spot all that much. So, yeah. Second and about 7, we'll call it. After the ball game's over, a Wagner Chevy post game. Final stats, rundown of all the scoring. Head coach Joe Petrosky will make his way up. The duck blind and talk to us after the game.
I don't know if he should come up here. It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it really is. Duggar into center. Motion man is Lucas Gomez Wilson. Bison Powers. They got 2 tight ends. Actually, just the 1 tight end, sorry. Fraker, again, the carry. About the 30-yard line. Picked up a couple of yards. And brings up third down. Third about 3. Hope to see a lot of folks back once again for tomorrow with Lady Bison softball. They've got a big tournament tomorrow. Got some good teams in town. Alliance and Baird. Got North Platte on the other side of the bracket. Got the Gothenburg girls on the other side of the bracket. McCook played the winner that early game between Alliance and Baird. That'd be a 12:30 start. JC Sports Complex for that.
Alliance and Baird with the early game.
Yeah.
That seems
I'm sure they arrived today. I'm almost certain. Kenyon Hosick's in their quarterback, which I did not know until now. On 3rd and short. Fraker again. Did he get the first down or is he short? He's going to be short. Bring up 4th down.
Jackson Delaveau in at fullback.
Hey, I told you. There you go.
Yeah, you called it.
Is he wearing 89?
He's wearing 89.
Okay, all right.
And playing fullback.
There you go. Have a feeling the Bison are going to milk some clock here and then call timeout. They've got 2 left. No big deal there. And 4th and 1. Milking it, still milking it until the very end for Coach Petrosky. Again, Bison on the way to going 2-0 on the season. Big road win here at Gothenburg. A Gothenburg team that feels like they lost a tough one against Ocala last week. Quick break. We're back to Gothenburg here shortly on KICX 96.1. Back here to Gothenburg, 31-14 Bison lead. It's 4th and 1 for the McCook offense. Got a final as Adams Central beats Holdridge. That was a 9-7 game earlier. Holdridge didn't score again. Final score 30. Was it 30-7?
Yep, 37.
So Adams Central goes to 2-0. They beat Minden last week, and Holdridge even up at 1-1. Bison will punt this ball away. Hosick about his own 19-yard line. Is Gothenburg give anybody back? Yeah, I guess they have 2 back. That's Canyon. And we'll kick it away.
Nice kick.
And taken on the hop by Stevens. And the Bison have nothing but white shirts there at about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Gothenburg. 3:53 left in the 4th quarter. Bison football tonight is brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Agent Nick Wright, Devaney Motors, Hot Tub Brokers, Community Hospital, Volts Plumbing and Heating, Pinnacle Bank, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home and Monument, Wagner Chevy, and Wagner Ford Toyota of McCook. So, Gothenburg gets it back. And some time on the clock. Just 3:53. They've got all 3 timeouts if they need them.
Pretty much still our starters out there on defense.
I think so, yep. Got to leave them out there. Geiken under center. Motion man is Burge between the tackles. Not a bad run for Burge. Gain of about almost 5, close to the 40-yard line. And bring up 2nd and 5. And, well, the Swedes right now maybe thinking, okay, we're down 3 scores. Really no sense of urgency right now at all.
No, they're not going to win this game.
No hurry up at all. So just trying to work on some things, and they've got a big road task at Adams Central coming up next Friday night. 2-0 Adams Central hosting 0-2 Gothenburg. Geiken fakes the pump fakes, looking downfield, has Evan Johnson, and they might I may catch Adam Duggar some contact. Adam put his arms up with no contact. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Really pretty good coverage out there, Rich. Stops the clock.
That's the bad thing. 3rd and 5 right here.
What do you think we do here on 3rd and 5? They're going to throw it, I think.
Got to do it. Got an update from Mark Searcy. Boy, that Cambridge Pleasanton game, 58-34 after 3. So Pleasanton gained a little ground against Cambridge, but Cambridge still up by a couple of touchdowns there. Mark's got a good one tomorrow. Sandhills, Thetford, and Hitchcock County tomorrow night on the Hawk. Nice fill by Canyon Hosick on a good read on the give inside, and maybe a half yard. That's about it, and they can bring up 4th down.
What do you do here? It's like the most awkward 3 minutes of football.
It is. It really is. I know it. Clock just has not moved at all. 2:54 left, and Gothenburg will go for it. Yep, Sandhills Thetford, the state runner-up in their class last year, and of course Hitchcock County had a phenomenal run making it to the semifinals last year, and that place will be packed tomorrow. Trenton will be packed.
I've never been to a game up there. How is it?
Yeah, it's a nice little field. Yeah, it is. No question about it. Trips right. Geiken on 4th and long on the slant, and wasn't close. The receiver stopped Stevens that time. Incomplete pass, and the Bison will take over on downs. First and 10. Run it for the final 2:20 and go home with a 2-0 record.
Run it, knee it.
Go home. Exactly right. Get some work in, I'm sure. On Labor Day Monday, even though it's Labor Day, I think it's a normal football schedule, I think, next week.
Yep, just a normal week. Film on Monday.
Yeah.
The difference is they'll have the JVs. Usually the JVs are gone on Monday.
Yep, exactly right. Canyon Hosick back at quarterback. Brett Frankers getting another carry. He's already scored 1 touchdown. 35 now, still on his feet. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. Can you believe that? Brett Fraker from 40 yards out. He's got 2 carries and close to 100 yards tonight.
He might be over 100. Nah, not quite.
No, he might be with some other carries. So yeah, you're exactly right, but just couldn't stop him that time. And Fraker from 40 yards out puts the Bison on the board again.
I know that's not probably what they were trying to do exactly, but I mean, you want kids to compete too. He can't go out and
you just can't tell him just to quit. I mean,
yeah, because that's not fair to the other team either.
Patrick Gross, extra point's going to be on the way and go another Horizon Bank touchdown. Brett Fraker is 2nd of the night. We're back with the kickoff next. It's Bison football on KICX 96.1. Back in the Gothenburg Bison score. And again, like Kyle said, probably not thinking they're going to score in that one, but Brett Fraker got a nice run, got an opening that time, didn't tackle him, and he goes in for 40 yards out. 38-14 our score.
You know, it's really crazy, Rich, because about 10 minutes ago, it was looking like this game
Yeah.
was still in question. And it just kind of the way the first half went, too. Like, there was a moment where Gothenburg kind of had a lot of momentum, and we just shut them down.
Patrick Gross kicks this thing away, and it's a high kick, and at the goal line, going to let him bring it out. 10, 15, 20. Burge on the return across the 20, about the 25-yard line. First and 10, Gothenburg at 2:04 left. I feel like we should have been out of here like 15, 20 minutes ago.
It's been a little draggy the last.
Yeah.
I mean, it was going really fast, and then all of a sudden it just ground to a standstill, basically. Frakers had a great game. He gets the game ball, if you ask me.
Trey Stevens will come in and get some snaps. Guy can play the majority of the snaps today. Actually, no, that's number 16, Landon Maracek.
Probably a freshman.
Freshman Landon Maracek. Of course, we know our good buddy Mark Maracek, the AD here at Gothenburg High School. I'm sure that's his boy out there. And a gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 1, or 2nd and 9.
You know, what I keep thinking with these freshmen out here, Rich, is where are we going to be when these freshmen are seniors?
Right.
Are we playing Class C1, or are we going to be back in Class B?
Good question. Find out in a couple of years. Got another backup tailback, and they're in Rye Tiller on the toss pitch. Nowhere to go. Glenn Ruggles in there. Who else we got in there? Ethan Schmidt comes in as safety.
Yep.
I see Jackson Delaveau in there as a linebacker. All 89. And it brings up, once again, 3rd and 14. We're under a minute left in this fourth quarter.
Aiden Meyer in on defensive end. Outside linebacker.
As Maracek gives it nowhere to go. Bites the stuff that one. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down. They might not have to run another play, to be honest with you. They might just run and just say heck with it and
be done with it.
Be done with it. Exactly right. Thanks all our fans on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel for chiming in tonight. Back with you once again. Home game at Wyland Field next Friday night. The Broken Bow Indians coming to town. Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock, and Gothenburg will go for it on 4th and 16-1, maybe one more play. And a reverse to the far side, get some blocks, and not going to come close to about the 29-30-yard line, gain of 11. And that's going to be it. They'll move the chains, and McCook will get one snap and call her good. Again, thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out in our coverage of Bison football tonight. Again, brought to you by Runza, Decatur Health, Tobias Dental Care, Veterans Heating and Air, Horizon Bank, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, and MMB Bank. And will McCook even have... I think they're trying to get some more players in. And... had subs in, and now the starters going back in. I'm not for sure what's up. I have no idea. Had a new offensive unit in there. Now something happened, so they put the starters back out there for one play.
Maybe the subs don't know the kneel formation.
Right.
Honestly, I mean, remember to ask Coach when he comes up.
Yeah.
Why the starters went back in.
Why did they go back for one play?
I'm guessing that's what it is.
Victory formation.
Yep.
And one play, and that's going to be it. Canyon Hosick will get the snap and call it good. Final in this one, Bison win at 38-14. Our Wagner Chevy postgame is on the way shortly on Kicks 96.1.